ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for August 25th through to the 31st. Oh my goodness, we're already going to be at the end. All right. Don't they say that's usually the beginning, right? All right. So I'm a channel, and that means that my guides come in and they work with me and just share whatever it is that we're going to need for that week. All right. I hear something about there's going to be a semblance of peace. So there's going to be something that's going to show up that's going to be like, there's something that seems like it's a semblance of peace, something I can hold on to, something that tells me everything's going to balance out and everything's going to be okay. And they said there is a flowering of a new consciousness. They're going with my throat. So this tells me that there's going to be a lot of power, expression, and spirit-led awakenings. Yeah. All right. And I hear the wheels keep turning, the wheels keep turning, the wheels within the wheels within the wheels. You know, so all the gears are starting to move, and we're going to just start seeing and hearing some epiphanies and awakenings. So, yeah, I do feel that some of you that are aware of like cloud divination or understand cloud divination, which basically that means seeing seeing images in the clouds, that you're going to start to see things in the clouds. There's going to be more of a recognition of how often and how much spirit is expressing themselves within our environment. You know, I wrote a book, Energetic Transmissions on spirit photography, and through spirit photography, and it's a second edition. But the information on that book was coming in like around 2005, really strong, so strong I could barely hold the energy in my body. But everything was blowing open at one time for me, and it wasn't just the pictures. I was already in communication and receiving insight and seeing visions, and then those visions were mimicked in the photos, along with the energies that were beginning to really make my energy vibrate very high, which I happen to love. And, you know, so it was just a lot at one time, but what it showed me was just we're swimming in a pool of many different realities, many different dimensions, and you know, think of it like the frequencies or the radio dial frequencies, okay, different dials. And each one, though, has something different that it wants to reveal and show to us. And the more we can stay clean and clear and just allow ourselves to see what we're seeing, we'll start to understand the nature of all of reality quite a bit better and faster. Now, science is beginning to catch up with all of this. They're a little bit slow, you know, because they haven't been funded. You know, they've mostly been ridiculed if they wanted to look into anything even remotely like this. But there have been many scientists through history that have put themselves out there and done the experiments and tried to do the validation. The instrument systems are going, you know, they're going to be, they're being funded now, so the instruments are going to be much finer tuned. You know, this instrument that we have, the instrument that we have connected, is so powerful that to mimic that, it's going to take. It's not that it's going to take them a long time. You know, the theory is that they don't want you to know how powerful you are. They don't want you to know how expressive the universe really is, or the universes really are, in terms of what the nature of different realities. You know, it's very difficult to just be in this reality and comprehend this reality. What happens is we get very locked into what we seem to think this reality is, and we lock it in. You know, it's you know, we're seeing a lot about weather changes and things happening right now, and they've always been happening. They are amped up a bit, though, because our consciousness is focused on it now. We're awake, we're aware, we're noticing it. We've reached that peak. You know, there's always been people that have known it, but more people have awakened to it, and a lot of people are frightened and feeding this experience and actually speeding it up through their consciousness. But we can also slow it down and listen to what the message is of it, and try to do our best to assist Gaia in her evolution as well. Because everybody's evolving here. Her, us, everybody, everything, all at one time. And yeah. So, you know, I went way off with that, but I guess they wanted you to hear that. So the cloud divination is going to be something that's coming in quite a bit more. People are going to be really seeing things and seeing a lot of things that are showing up in the clouds. So that'll be interesting. I know people share so much more now, and it's really beautiful. All right. You know, for some of you, I feel like you're doing some self-soothing. It's almost like you're afraid to express yourself. You're afraid to express your true nature. And, you know, so you're afraid to communicate. Insecurity. There's insecurity, and like I'm afraid, like a child is afraid. I'm afraid to go in the dark. I'm afraid to be alone, all those kinds of things. So this is a fear thing. So, but they are encouraging you because you're going to be being pushed forward a little bit out of your comfort zone, and what you used to use to nurture yourself, to shut yourself down, to keep yourself more less expressive, I guess would be the thing to say, is going to be leaving you. It won't be there anymore. I mean, you know, many times we have things that make us really happy in life, or you know, it's like fun, and then all of a sudden it's not fun anymore. It's more of a, you're trying to make it fun and it's not fun, or you're trying to make it an escape that was fun. It's not fun anymore. It doesn't click, doesn't work. So it's not going to work anymore. So they're going to actually, you're going to be pushed out and to open up and to express yourself. And they said it's okay to be like, okay, we all want to go on TED TV, right? Okay, but it's all right to stand up there and say, well, this is interesting. Look at the bright lights, you know. My energy feels really like vulnerable right here. It's okay to not know all the answers. It's okay to just experience the experience. There's a lot of learning and growth in that. So for many of you, you will be being pushed forward. So just go with it with love. Know that you're nurtured. This is something that you want, because it's not happening to you, but for you, but it's something you've been asking for, and that's why it's happening. Whether it's consciously or subconsciously, you've been wanting a shift. You've been wanting to not be that way anymore. You've been wanting to open up more. So those things are all going to be lighting up for you. All right. I see a lot of interchanging of friends. Almost like you're going to be helping a lot of friends meet other friends and meet other friends and meet other friends. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's, you know, we think of those pyramid schemes things, right? But it's like, yeah, it's going to trickle down in although it's not the trickle down, it's the trickle around. Okay, everybody's going to be connecting and making friends. So there's a lot of links in the chain that are going to start to hook in and connect. So we're going to start to see that. You know, we have these relationships sometimes that are just kismet. They're beautiful. And some, or, you know, where it's just like, it just hums because it's so high vibrational. And there's going to be this synchronicity that's going to be really interesting and really fun to experience. And you'll remember this time. You will remember this time and this time in your life and the people that you met and the collective group that you were involved with and a part of. All right. For some of you, I feel like wherever you've been nested, you're getting ready to, it's cute because they're showing me a frog. And they said the frog's getting ready to jump onto a new lily pad. So you're tired of the pad you're in, you're getting ready to go to a new pad. That's funny. I had a friend that loved frogs, so she must be close by. All right. Let me see. Well, okay, when I asked what the theme is, they said things are about to get real. And they're showing me a big heart. She also liked hearts too. But I'm also seeing a big heart, and then I'm seeing another heart linked into it. So, you know, there will be this source energy and this linking in. That's going to be very, and I hear affectionate. You know, when you feel loved, it makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it? So, yeah, it feels beautiful. Really good. All right, so let's pull a card and see what they want to say about that week as well. All right, releasing. I release all grudges, all judgment, all unforgiveness. I express those things that hurt me, those things that upset me, all that I perceive as duality. My words allow me to release any heavy crystallization within me. As I share my feelings and assert myself, I release, I regain my lightness of being. There you go. So, like I said, don't be afraid to open up. All right. With love, namaste. Thank you.